Transportation processes are also really important in river systems, and broadly speaking there are sort of four main transportational processes. Before we look at those individually, let's talk about the material a river carries. That material we call load, and there are different types of load. The first type of load, L-O-A-D, is bedload, and bedload is the material we see lying on the bottom of our riverbed. So right here now we can see all sorts of different size pebbles and various size rocks, from really large ones to really small ones. Then we have other types of load, which for example would be suspended load. So if I were to mix this up a bit now, like this, you can see the water is now muddy, and there we have things like clays and silts and sands also showing themselves as part of a river load. They're not on the bed, so they're suspended load. Other parts of the river, which I've not muddied up, will be nice and clear, and again in that you're going to get dissolved load, and dissolved load again, as we know from erosion, are going to be solutes like calcium bicarbonate, which comes from chalk and limestone rocks. So let's think about these transportation processes. How does this material get from the source eventually to the mouth by the sea? So let's talk about the first major transportation process, and that one is called traction. Let me demonstrate to you how traction happens. Just like a tractor wheel, traction involves the rolling of the rock along the bed. So the bed load, in other words, is rolled just like this, like a tractor wheel, along the bed of the river. Often that's in quite high flow conditions, because sometimes to move boulders that are really large, or even large pebbles, you do need quite high flow conditions. The second one is going to be slightly different. Again, often in sort of high flow conditions, we're going to be getting another type of transportation, and I wonder if you can think what that one is. Anybody got any great ideas? 3, 2, 1. And we have saltation. Saltation is effectively where rocks in the river hop along the bed in certain flow conditions, just like this. Watch. They hop from location to location. That is saltation. Another type of transportation, again, is through the dissolved material. So again, if I rough up the riverbed here, we can see the suspended material, and that suspended load is being carried down away from our present location. And the solutes, also solution, that's also carrying away the dissolved material as well. So there you have it, the four main types of transportation process: saltation, traction, we have solution, again similar to the erosional process, so don't confuse them. They're the same name, but they're slightly different if we talk about them in erosional or transportation terms. Okay, and then that last one then is going to be the solution material being taken away as well. And that's it for really simple river transportation processes. I hope you got that one as well.